Hello, this is Deborah with Black Education TV, and I thought this story was very interesting to cover, the story of Roseanne Barr and how her show was canceled because she just goes on this racist rant on Twitter, and it seems to be a lot of this happening where they just can't help themselves. Those that are filled with hate can't help themselves. I mean, one of the tweets was that Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby. Okay, so you know what she's getting at with that, right? And that remark and so many others that we are hearing across the internet by so many different people, it's as if some type of spirit has been unleashed to where they are no longer hiding how they feel. You see, no longer hiding how they're feeling about us. I mean, it's funny because when they were able to freely hang and lynch and do all those kind of things, it was like, okay, everything is backing us on this, and so we're just going to do it. Now it's not politically correct to do it, you see, even though number 45 endorses it. Yes, he does. 45 endorses all of this. Is not getting by everyone, you see. Now, we know that this nation is filled with extreme racial tension and hatred. We know that it is, right? But when you have a person or a network such as ABC and some of these other networks whose business is on the line, whose bottom line is on the line, and who are concerned with saving face or doing whatever, and it could be very genuine too, because they do have African American executives as well, so that could be a part of the reason why there was such fast action on this, you see. But these people are going just out of their minds with all of the stuff that's been bottled up for so long. And I'm just going to be honest with you, y'all. Back in the day when I was young, I was a youngster, I used to watch the Roseanne show. I thought she was pretty funny. I thought she was a funny old gal, you see. But you live and you learn. When you grow older, you begin to see that these people that you love and that you adore, they can't stand you, you see. I used to love I Love Lucy coming up too, and then I found out she was another one who could not stand black folk, you see. And so we are starting to learn more and more because we didn't grow up during the horrible days of slavery. What we're in is the aftermath of slavery, where there's this illusion of freedom, but not really. You see, you're still enslaved. You can't leave this country without permission. You see, you can't drive these roads without permission. You see, all of the things and that's everyone. So essentially everyone have become slaves to this system, but we also see that there is still a hierarchy established where the blacker you are, the lower you are. In their eyes, your experience with law enforcement may be different than their experience. So there's still a chain of command, a hierarchy. There's still there's another word for it. I can't think of it right now, family, but a caste system or whatever. Okay. And so they still have established very clearly for us that we rank very low on their charts, you see. And so I think what was going on is Roseanne Barr feeling pretty happy that her ratings are through the roof. A lot of people are like, yeah, they revived Roseanne. Everyone was so happy about that. And even ABC was happy about it as well. They were like, this is one of the best performing shows. We brought it back. Everyone is loving it. But now she allowed her mouth to write a check that her butt could not cash. So ABC canceled her. Now, that's not to say no other network will pick it up. We don't know. There are networks who say, look, I don't care how Afro-Americans feel. I'm going to put what I want out here. But we'll see. But ABC have pulled the plug. They said, no, we're not going to tolerate this. We're not going to tolerate this. I don't care how successful your show was. You're running your mouth too much. And I believe that running of the mouth is something that they can't help it on. There are spirits, I believe, driving all of this, because when you look at how these things are happening and so frequently, it's like, you know how they say the freaks come out at night? Well, the races are coming out. It's not at night. They're doing it in broad daylight. They don't care They don't care. You have management at various business locations just flying off the handle. They're not even the owners. They're just management. And what they're doing is they're putting even their jobs on the line, because this spirit that's in them, these demons that are in them, are stirring up so much that they can't help themselves. They can't control themselves. And so they're just allowing these demons to just burst out and just speak out. You see, there was an incident that someone shared with me on Facebook. I haven't shared it as of yet, but I'll mention it briefly. There was a family down in Florida who had an incident at a hotel where a Gentile or a white woman told her child to pee in the swimming pool. And the black people didn't say anything to him. They just kind of looked, but they didn't say anything. They looked, and the woman knew she was caught. And so she started speaking first. Let me see if I can find that story real quick. If it's not too far off from where it was shared, then I will go ahead and read it. But I thought it was very interesting how this woman responded. Okay, here it is. I'm just going to read it real brief. Well, it can't be brief because it's a little long, but it says, this happened last night. A woman was telling her daughter to pee in the pool we were in, while the little girl was crying and begging her mom to take her to the bathroom. The mom started looking around. We presumed for the bathroom, and we pointed it out to her. She started yelling, "You don't know what my daughter is saying. I'm taking her to the bathroom. I wasn't telling her to pee in the pool." And so they have guilty conscience, etc., etc. Figuring she was embarrassed because she got caught being nasty, we paid her no mind. She was walking to the bathroom. She tells Grandpa to go up there. He comes up, and shortly after she returns. She's still saying stuff and telling her kids to splash us. After a couple of cannonballs, we started splashing too. I mean, we're in a pool. We don't mind splashing. Then the mom says, "Come on, let's leave. Let these black bitchs," yep, that's what she said. "Leave these black bitchs." So now we're calling names. Sticks and stones, okay? Leave, bye. But apparently they weren't getting enough of a reaction out of us. So the grandma starts yelling black bitch and black bitchs as they're exiting the pool. When the mom makes a threat, I got out of the pool. The mom and the dad walking, but the grandma and grandpa continue to antagonize us. They dropped the N-word. The grandma tried to swing at my niece and knock her phone out of her hand. I grabbed her arm and stopped her. And they have a video to all of this too, family. So the video, if I remember, I will drop the link so that you all can see this. Afterward, we called hotel security. Who do you think they talked to? Giving them the benefit of the doubt that the other party ambushed them. Do you think they came here to our side? From the party that actually called, and who got harassed? Nope. Then we called the police. Guess who they went to first? I went over to the officer and I said, "I'm the one who called," and that they were the ones yelling, making threats, and using racial slurs. The officer said, "We got 2 calls, and 2 cars are being dispatched. I'll talk to them, and you can talk to the other officer when he gets here. Go stand over there and wait." And so she says, "Oh, word." We go over and wait. Another officer comes and asks if I want to press charges. He said that we would both get charged because she had a scratch on her arm. She screams, curses, yells racial slurs, obviously under the influence, swings at my niece, but she got a scratch on her arm for being stopped. Hold on one second, family. For being stopped, and we'll both be charged? Two-thirds of the officers were rude and completely unprofessional. I gave my statement. Witnesses also came downstairs and wrote their statements in our defense. Their behavior was completely and utterly disgusting. The follow-up was even worse. Okay. And so there are videos and pictures here of how these people, and I saw the videos and I saw the pictures of the people just doing all kinds of racist things. But again, you see how the system works for them. And see, apparently Roseanne thought that the system was going to work for her in the same way. Whereas a lot of people are going to say the free speech, she should be able to say what she wants. Well, yeah, she can. She's not being arrested for this, but ABC can also cancel her show if they want. So you got to take both sides of this. You see, some people will tolerate this garbage, and some companies will not. It is what it is, people. So if you want to run your mouth and you want to be racist and you think that every person, every police officer, every business, every county, every state is going to side with you, now you're taking a gamble, because some are not siding with you. ABC said no more. If you want to run off at your mouth and be this racist, Roseanne, then this is what you got coming. So deal with it. Okay, and with that, family, I will say shalom. Bye-bye.